Bengals fans, it might not be the extension you wanted, but I'm going to tell you what, it's the one you needed. What's up, everyone? It is Josh here from No Buts About It, and we got some Cincinnati Bengals extension news. And no, it's not Jamar Chase, it's not T. Higgins, it's not Trey Hendricks, but it is Mike Gesicki. And you guys know I love tight ends. You guys know I love Mike Gesicki. So I'm excited. And I've got my phone right here still on me because I've heard some rumors about some other stuff the Bengals might be working. They're working hard on this Saturday morning to get some extensions done. Uh, so maybe something else pops up while I'm recording this, but we'll see. But let's talk about Mr. Mike. What a guy. I mean, he played phenomenal last year. He was such a quiet ad um for the Bengals. I feel like not enough media attention was given to him other than like just kind of the fans were excited about him, but I don't feel like the national media was super excited about him. And then he went ahead and revived his career with Joe Burrow throwing him the ball. So he was drafted by the Dolphins in 2018, spent most of his career there, and then in 2023, the Bengals wanted him. The Bengals had reportedly went after him. Fans wanted him, but he ended up with the Patriots. Didn't have a great season. 29 receptions, 244 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But then he comes to Cincinnati. And he gets 65 receptions, doubling what he had in New England. And then he has 665 yards, almost tripling what he had in New England. Still at the same amount of touchdowns, though, at 2. But I think that this is a very important extension for the Bengals. I also think that it's a great contract. So that's partially another reason I'm super excited about it. But the Bengals have had this revolving door of tight ends in their offense. We've had, you know, Hayden Hurst was there, Irv Smith Jr., CJ Uzoma was there before Hayden Hurst, and it was Mike Gesicki was presumably another one, but now Mike Gesicki is a part of the offense. Him and Burrow have chemistry. He's a guy that Burrow wanted the Bengals to retain, and the Bengals went and did that. And I know you may be saying, like, well, what about Jamar? What about T? And it's those guys are going to be bigger contracts. They're going to be harder guys to, lock down. Mike Gesicki was a guy who we thought was going to be cheap. He ended up being somewhat cheap, and those are just simply easier contracts to go after. Mike Gesicki signed a 3-year, $25.5 million deal. So at first, that seems to kind of be, a little much. Maybe in your opinion, I've seen some people saying it's a little much in their opinion. I don't really think so. The average is out to 8.5 mil, so not too bad. But then something to take into consideration is that the first year of the contract is 12 million. So his youngest year on the contract, if you will, is $12 million. So that leaves us with 13.5 the remaining 2 years, and the 13.5, as we do some quick math, is $6.75 million per year on the remaining 2 years after that first year. So really, you're only paying Mike Gesicki less than $7 million a year after this next season to be a Cincinnati Bengal. And I think that is a fair amount for what he contributes to this offense. So let's think about what he's contributed to this offense. First of all, he's a big receiver that you can have across the middle who's going to reliably catch the ball most of the time. He makes big plays when he needs to. He had some huge games when T. Higgins was out, and that's another thing he adds depth. He says, let's hypothetically say Jamar and T are both back next season. He adds another big receiver out there that defenses have to account for, and that opens up T, that opens up Jamar. So it's a big deal to me. It allows this offense to be more spread out. It allows Joe Burrow more options to make plays with the team, and it allows us to be in 12 personnel more often, which I love 12 personnel. Having 2 tight ends out on the field is just awesome. And if you can have a tight end block and another tight end who's a great receiver, that's phenomenal. I mean, we've got Drew Sample out there. He's pretty much our blocking tight end. He's contracted the next 2 years as well. He's a free agent in 2027 at the age of 31. Nice blocking tight end. Bengals got him under contract. They extended Cam Grandy, who is some nice depth. He's not anything phenomenal, but he is some nice depth to have on that practice squad on a 1-year deal. Eric All Jr., you guys know, I've gone through all the emotions with Eric All Jr. I wasn't a fan, then I became a huge fan, then he got hurt, now he's out for the season. Now I'm sad. But if he can get healthy and we can have him for the long time being, and he can stay healthy, oh my gosh, this dude could be dangerous. He can catch the ball and he can block. He's still an exciting guy in my eyes, just down on his luck. And then earlier this week, they did extend Tanner Hudson, which Tanner Hudson, he's probably my least favorite of the group in terms of what he adds to the offense, but I do understand the extension. I think he adds some nice depth to the offense. He can be a nice blocking tight end as well to help out Drew Sample. He can catch a little bit, but his hands have been a little sloppy at times, and we all remember that goal line fumble against the Patriots and in week 1 that kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. But Mike Gesicki, he is way better than Tanner Hudson. We don't have to go through free agency wanting a tight end. We don't even really have to draft a tight end now if we don't want to. We don't have to make a desperation throw at a tight end in the draft. They could still draft one. With Eric All being out, I could understand them going to draft him, but they don't need to. And they have another pass catcher now to help out Joe Burrow, which, that's what you want. And I really like this move. So let me know what you think below. I'm going to continue to keep an eye all day on both Jamar Chase, his extension, and T. Higgins, because there's been some rumors that this may come down this week or even today. So I'm going to keep an eye on all that, and I will update you on Instagram and on YouTube as soon as I know more. But until next time, I'm Josh Butts. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out so much. You have no idea how much it helps when you like, comment, and subscribe. Just say you like Mike Gesicki. Just comment that down below, and it helps us. But until next time, go do something nice for someone.